can see confirmation that after the first match, the first singles, China 1-love up against Japan in the final of the 25th staging of the Uber Cup. So next up will be women's doubles, then the second women's singles. Incidentally, if we get all the way down to the fifth match, the third women's singles, Akane Yamaguchi, well, she was announced as the most promising player at the BWF Awards dinner last night. A youngster who's two-time world junior champion. I suspect, Morton, we won't probably get down to that fifth and final match.
No.
So the umpire leads out the players for the second match in the Uber Cup final. It is the first doubles. Bao Yi-sin and Tang Jinhua of China. Misaki Matsutomo and Ayaka Takahashi of Japan. It's the world number 2 ranked pair against the world number 4 ranked pair. And that suggests it should be a very good match indeed.
Welcome. Welcome. Welcome.
Well, ever since this Chinese pair got together, they have been nothing short of astonishing. They've played 11 tournaments so far as a partnership. They've won 9 titles. They didn't win the first tournament they played, which was the Hong Kong Super Series of 2012, and they've lost once this year. My goodness me, what a start to a partnership. Well, they had all the trappings of a very successful partnership because they're both former World Junior Champions and in fact played against each other in the final of the 2010 World Junior Championships in Guadalajara in Mexico. Tang Jinhua, 22 years of age, from Nanjing in Jiangsu province. Nanjing, of course, is going to be staging the Youth Olympics this year. World number 2s. Became world number 2s on the 17th of last month. Bao Yi-sin, just 21 years of age, from Yiyang in Hunan province. And their win-loss record for the year, and that's before all their wins in this tournament so far. 4 titles from 5 tournaments played. All of their matches, they have played in all 5 matches. They won all 5 matches, and as you can see, all in straight games. That is very, very impressive. Quarter-final against England, the semi-final against Korea, against Yang Ye-na and Kim So-young. And as you can see, 11 and 12 against the Koreans. So there, Ayaka Takahashi, and this one is Matsutomo. Misaki Matsutomo won a medal in those same World Junior Championships that I've just been talking about in Guadalajara. She got a silver medal in the girls' singles, lost out to the male world champion, Ratchanok Intanon. 22 years of age, Matsutoma. 24, Takahashi, turned 24 last month. They are the world number 4s, as I say. They have been as high as 2, spent 16 weeks as world number 2s. 6 tournaments this year, 2 finals, winning one of them, the German Grand Prix Gold. And were beaten finalists in the Malaysian Super Series, losing out in 3 games to their opponents of today. Well, they, like their opponents, have played all 5 matches so far. Won them all, but as you can see, 3 games against Denmark, in the group, and then beat them very convincingly in the quarter-final stage, that same Danish pair, current world number 3s, Pedersen and Ruta. And then yesterday in the semi-final, they were loved 2 down in the overall tie when they went on for their women's doubles and needed 3 games against Rala Gutta and Ashwini Ponnappa. Well, this is the 4th meeting between the 2 pairs, but not only that last time was it going the full distance, the final of the Malaysian Super Series that I was mentioning, but 2 of their 3 previous encounters have gone the full distance. So our umpire for this one, Klaus Schlieben of Austria, Chitarut Tanukarapat of Thailand, our service judge.
Players, get ready.
Lu Yong on the left as we looked at the Chinese coaches. World champion in mixed doubles. You remember that, Morten?
Yes, he was a good player.
Yeah.
But China is having all ex-champions to coach in their team.
Yeah. Erika Hiroshi did her job last night. Been a member of the Uber Cup team for many years as Hiroshi.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Japan, represented by Matsutomo Misaki and Takahashi Ayaka. And on my left, China, represented by Bao Yijin and Tang Yinhua. China to serve, Bao Yijin to Takahashi Ayaka, level play.
So Bao Sin, the youngest player on court at the age of 21. It's this first women's doubles underway. And a very, very aggressive start by the Chinese pair.
1 love.
The number of times, Morten, that we've watched Matsutomo and Takahashi, and we've discussed the fact that they have such good defences,
Yes.
but rarely do they really sort of hunt the shuttle at the front of the court, which is where they've really got to try and win the rally.
Yes. And here we had a fine example of what they can do.
Yes.
But that's the key to their success. The Japanese success is they have to go and look for answers. They have to find ways of scoring points. Against a Chinese pair like this, they can't just rely on their defense.
Oh my goodness me. Aggressive start. Sumiko Katada there, leading the Japanese applause. 5 times national women's singles champion and a very, very good international player too.
Yes.
2.
Nice.
Yeah. It's very unusual. Very unusual, but lovely to see.
I completely concur.
2.
I don't think I've ever seen a Japanese pair play as positively as this and adventurous in their attacking style. It is super to see.
And they're opening up by really pushing Tang Jinghua, physically moving her around and creating these small gaps that suddenly she's got to lift, and that means that they can attack it. So it's all about, in my book, how you can move Tang Jinghua on that baseline, like what they're doing here. Look at that, she had to play a backhand in that situation.
Yeah. Well. Do I surmise from your last comment, Morten, that you think Tang Jinghua is the weaker of the two Chinese players?
Yeah, I think so. Not when the shuttle is coming to her.
Foul.
She's very strong. She's she can play lots and lots of shots, but if she's have to move from side to side, chased around on the court, she is the heavier of the two, and therefore also easier to put under pressure.
Good rally. And I have to say I'm a big fan of Bao Yixin. I think she's hugely talented, and well, she's already achieved a great amount in the sport, but I think she's could become one of the all-time greats.
She has the potential. She's a very good all-rounder.
Service over. 3-7.
Yeah, Matsutomo coming forward. Sheer threat of her coming forward to the net. Enough to force her opponent into error. And Li Yongbo there looking a little bit concerned at the moment.
What an opportunity. Look at the coach. He knew it. What an opportunity that was from Matsutomo. But she played it well.
8.
Yeah, it just seemed slightly casual,
Yeah.
Matsutomo, when she was trying to play the kill. You need to get in there and put it away with venom. Yeah, just like that.
Service
Well
over.
worked.
This is a completely new world we've seen here for the past 8 minutes or so.
9-4.
Yeah, but how delightful, isn't it? I've asked and asked the question in my own mind for years that I've been watching them play. Why on earth don't they try and attack a little more? Why are they so defensive? And they've proved they've got the capabilities of playing the aggressive game.
5-9.
I haven't followed all the matches of China in this Uber Cup, but I see Ma Jin is sitting amongst all the other players. Has she played at all in this tournament?
I don't believe she has, no.
What a player to have to sit down.
Yeah, I suspect she's slightly injured.
Okay.
Because, of course, again, if we get that far,
6,
we've got
9.
Wang Xiaoli playing with Zhao Yunlei at the second women's doubles. Now, at the moment, although Wang Xiaoli is the world #1 with Yu Yang, who hasn't even come here because she's got injury woes, Wang Xiaoli has been playing the last couple of tournaments with Ma Jin, hasn't she? So
Yes.
obviously there's been a little swap around. I can tell you one of the group matches, Zhao Yunlei played with her Olympic winning partner,
Okay.
Tian Qing.
7-9.
Great stuff. Good covering from Matsutomo.
10-7.
Goodness, that is superb.
11-7 interval.
A 4-point advantage for the world #4s here at the mid-game interval of the opening game of the first doubles. Park Ju-bong comes on to talk to his players. Just 11 minutes and sensational badminton by the Japanese pair so far. 11-7.
Twenty seconds. 20 seconds. Thank you, coach. Coach. Thank you.
Well,
11-7.
11-7 says the umpire.
Play.
And I can't help but wonder in my own mind, Morton, what the Chinese coaches will have said to this #2 ranked pair in the world. Because at the moment, to me, Bao Yixin has virtually been taken out of the game.
Yes. But if I was the coach, I would have said, you know, don't panic, play your game, and see where that would take you at least the rest of this game.
Service over.
And she got into that one. Good interception
8,
from the front of the
11.
court.
Yeah, Yeah, she does seem to, every time she does get involved in the rally, she seems to make a huge difference. Wide and long.
Nine, 11.
Oh my goodness, got in the other's way.
Good power from
Service
Takahashi
over.
there. Really giving it all she's got. Very good power.
12, 9.
Yeah, it was good placement of the attack as well, wasn't it?
Yes.
Across the body.
Play.
Oh, where did that come from?
Service over.
Yes, it was a good chance she took there, but look at her stance afterwards. Had that one come back,
10,
she would have been caught in that
12.
corner. Look at that, look at that. Look how she's standing all the way out of the court.
Yeah.
Had that one come back, the Chinese combination would have been in trouble. That was a chance she shot.
Yeah. Do or die. It's got to be a winner, or we've lost the rally.
Eleven, 12.
Chen Long watches and supports.
12, all.
Going back level. 12 all. Wide. Well, that's 6 of the 7 points played since the game interval have gone to China. Whatever the coach has said, it's worked.
13,
But I also think
12.
the Japanese combination has been very unlucky. They are obviously not the last one. There was good pressure from China, but I think 3 or 4 of these rallies, the Japanese really had an upper hand. And look at that really risky shot that Tang played across and all that. You know, they've been very unlucky, I think, the Japanese in this section of the game.
Look at that from Bowie, Sin.
Fourteen, 12.
Oh. Well, that is extraordinary. A shot you
15,
certainly wouldn't expect.
12.
It's a very fine angle to find here. Well played by Zhang Qinghua. So now the Japanese really have to dig deep.
Yeah, they've lost 8 of the last 9 points. What should I say? The Chinese pair have won 8 of the last 9 points. Yeah, it's well played.
Service over.
That's what they were doing earlier in the early stages, the Japanese pair.
13-15.
Court from Bao Sin.
14.
But yet again, I think
15.
the idea for Matsutomo is the right thing. Instead of just keep lifting them high, it's a lot more constructive defensive she's playing. I know she's getting away with this one, but I like them to see them be a lot more constructive in their defensive when they play.
Yeah.
And Takahashi is very defensive when she's defensive.
Yeah, just lift instead of blocking and turning or driving.
Exactly.
16-14.
No, it bounced on the top of the tape and went over.
15-16.
Wow, back level.
All.
It's far from over yet.
Good power once again from Takahashi.
$17-16.
Well, I can tell you the Chinese pair want the shuttle changed. The Japanese pair have said no. Umpire agrees with the Japanese pair.
Have another war on change of shuttles.
Well, Bao Sin doing awfully well at the net there. Taking a shuttle, I think would have certainly gone past her. That one there. But that's good awareness between the two Chinese players. One comes back, the other moves out of the way and then moves forward. Good understanding.
Service over. 18-17.
Oh, good serve. This is just delightful.
That's the contrast between the two Japanese players.
Yeah.
Takahashi was lifting the first. Matsutomo is playing that beautiful block.
17.
Yeah. And it really was beautiful. Look at that. She's even making her way forward to the net afterwards.
Again, if you want to keep control, you just attack Takahashi, because you know whatever comes back, you will have a second chance, a third chance, a fourth chance.
Oh my goodness.
It's over.
Well, the nerves and the tension.
18.
You can see the disappointment from Japanese teammates. (18-19).
Clash of rackets. Oh, look at that.
Brilliant rally.
Service over.
And the Japanese pair
20.
going
Game
all
point,
out attack,
18.
hunting the shuttle at the net, put away by Matsutomo. And now this Japanese pair, look at Mitani, having played that first singles, his back supporting teammates. There are 2 game point opportunities. She's missed it, and indeed the Japanese pair of Masaki Matsutomo and Ayaka
First game won by
Takahashi
Japan, 21-18.
have upset the world number 2s in the first game. What a game that was, the fluctuations in fortunes. And I don't think I've ever seen this Japanese pair play with such aggression. But their reward is game number 1. 21-18 in 26 minutes. Japan are looking good.
Twenty seconds. Second game. Level. Play.
Well, the umpire calls for the second game to get underway. 21-18, the opening game, in favour of Japan and Takahashi and Matsutomo. And I have to say, Morton, after that mid-game interval of the opening game,
love.
And the Japanese led 11-7, and their opponents then won 8 of the next 9 points, and I thought that was
Game over.
game over. But all credit to the Japanese pair.
1-0.
And it's not just the fact that they won the opening game. What excited me was the way they won the opening game with their style of play.
Totally different to what we usually see, which is nice. Nice attacking play.
Yeah, won the game there.
Service over. 2-1.
Well, you know, we've talked about them at Super Series events. They've been in 4 Super Series finals. They've never won a Super Series title. But I tell you what, if they play like this in future, this style of game, they'll start winning some major events, that's for certain. Well taken.
So there's no doubt, you know, if you can talk about a weaker link, in my book with the Chinese, is Tang Jinghua. She's really looking for answers the whole time, but she's playing a lot of chancy shots.
Yeah. Yeah. Good play again from the Japanese pair. Well, just to sort of emphasise the point that you've made, and also look at the qualities of Bao Yi-sin. Last year, 2013, she reached 9 women's doubles finals, won 8 titles with 4 different partners. So that tells me that Bao Yi-sin is the versatile player, she's the creative player.
Yes.
She's the player for the big occasion as well, which, you know, we are talking about fine lines here between success and failure. And there's no way that Tang Jinghua is weak. But of the 2 players, I don't think she has the same potential. I'm absolutely with you on that, Morten.
5-1.
She's got heavy strapping on that right arm, but what on earth was she trying to do there?
I don't know. She was totally out of balance.
Looks to the coach afterwards as well.
Tell me what to do. And that's not a good sign either.
There the coaches. Yu Yong on the left as we look at them.
6-1.
And the world title with Ge Fei, the mixed doubles.
Again, interesting, wasn't it? Wasn't it interesting that she chose to go all the way cross court on that smash?
Yeah.
It's actually not the best of placements.
No.
You know, it was straight into that backhand defense, but it was enough. That's
wide.
8-1.
I can hardly believe this. Simply because I don't think I've ever really watched or seen the Japanese pair play this style before.
they've been back to the drawing board.
Yeah. Is she the team manager here?
I don't know, but I've seen her on many occasions, so it's nice to see that she's involved somehow.
Yeah. Well, she'll be absolutely delighted with this pair at the moment. Again, and 9-1 up. Gone long. Well, Japanese pair totally dominant, and the Chinese pair looking a little bit bemused. That's gone well. 11-1 at the mid-game interval.
Had anyone predicted that from Lovell?
No, well, I certainly wouldn't have.
No, you could have earned a lot of money on that.
If I was a betting woman, but I'm not.
Not me neither.
34 minutes. A game and 11-1 up, the Japanese pair.
Twenty seconds. Eleven, 1. Play.
Well, China in dire straits in this first women's doubles.
Service over.
Now, at the mid-game interval, Chinese coaches came on
2,
and left
11.
rather quickly.
After very few seconds. That's a very unusual situation.
Yeah. Good smash, aiming towards that right hip of Bao Sin.
I must say I'm very impressed by Takahashi today. She's obviously doing a lot of work from that baseline.
Yeah.
But look at solid drops, solid smashes, everything. I don't think she's made a mistake on it hardly.
Yeah.
And they are tight shots.
Yeah, coupled with the fact that I don't think I've ever seen Matsutomo really hunt the shuttle at the net as she has done today, and it's as if we're looking at a brand new Japanese pair.
Service over. Three, 12.
Going long.
Service over.
Yeah, the work rate of the Japanese pair so far has been impeccable, hasn't it?
Yes. Wouldn't it be interesting if badminton had the same as soccer? These chips in the shoes, so they can see how many miles they have covered in one match. That could be very interesting.
Yeah.
So I think Japan have to watch out a bit now. It sounds maybe a little bit silly, but I think the Chinese pair is going all out now, all attack.
Yeah.
Simply just trying to upset the rhythm. and it's important for the Japanese team to keep scoring.
Yeah.
Don't challenge it, it is out.
Oh,
Yeah.
they are going to challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wide, I'm sure it was.
Sideline call.
But Hawkeye will make the decision. Chinese coaches seem to think that that's a laughable challenge. Well, they wait. And here's the decision. It was indeed out. That was a wasted challenge, in all honesty.
Yes. You might need them later. That's out.
Service over.
That was an important point.
Yeah.
Very important point.
And this is sometimes what perhaps people watching don't understand. You know, Morton, you as a former world #1, you think that there's a scoreline that's very much in favour of one player or a pair, but there are certain, you just sense it, don't you? There's a certain stage where there's big points, important points to win. That's a good rally. It's gone wide. And it was the Takahashi smash once again that did the damage.
15-6.
It was interesting to see. Obviously, it's only for us nerds, but Matsutomo was at the back at one stage, and the drop shot she played was quite weak. Nothing compared to what Takahashi is playing.
Wild shot there from Tang Xinhua. My goodness me.
That was the one that worked out before, but this time it did not work out. Again, if you look at the footwork, she's totally falling out of court. Look at that, she's completely gone.
Yeah, well, that's nothing to do with her arm, is it? That's to do with the getting the legs in the right place at the right time and balance, movement.
Surprising clear.
Six.
Please do not use the flash on your cameras. Thank you.
That's nice.
Yes. Look at every time there is sort of a 50-50 situation. Who's going to take it between the two Japanese at the back? Takahashi is taking it.
Yeah. Well, once again, clever placement of the final smash across the body. First of all, the channel attack down the centre of the court in between the two players, then across towards the right hip of Bao Yi-sin. And the Japanese pair now just 3 points away from taking this match.
Service over.
Never previously in their 3 meetings between these two pairs has the Japanese finished on top. What a time to get your first victory. They're not there yet. There are only 3 points needed, so I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I, Morton?
Yes, ahead of time.
It's good defence, but the fact was it was Matsutomo at the back of the court and her smash was a little too flat.
Yes, easier to counter-attack. That one there.
Surely the Chinese have left it too late.
Are you thinking the same as me?
I suspect I am. It's still possible.
It is. Yeah. The previous sets, the score, what, 8 out of 9?
Yeah. This is a big point.
Change over.
Yeah. Once they got Takahashi to the back of the court. 2 points needed. Oh, so many people were talking about this was going to be a 3-love drubbing in the final of the Uber Cup. I want to see it go the full distance.
20.
It's match point opportunities to level the Uber Cup final at 1 match apiece. It's going to go long. They've done it. And Bao Yi-sin and Tang Jinghua suffer only their 3rd ever defeat within their partnership. What a performance by Misaki Matsutomo and Ayaka Takahashi.
Match won by Japan, 21-8, 21-9.
They played with a totally different style today, the Japanese pair. After that long, grueling match against India, their first doubles lasting just 2 minutes shy of the hour mark against the Indian combination of Gutta and Punappa. They have recovered so well. They have played, in my opinion, the best match today of their lives. And it means that they have got a point on the board for Japan. Confirmation of the score, 21-18, 21-9, 46 minutes. And it is 1-1 in the final. what excitement and what drama. Matsutomo and Takahashi, well, they didn't just beat their opponents in the second game, they gave them a bit of a lesson. 21-18, 21-9. Well, there's a certain buzz around the Siri Fort Sports Complex now, because the final of the 25th Uber Cup is nicely poised at 1 point all after the first two matches, the first singles and the first doubles. Well, after Ayaka Takahashi, next on court will be little sister Sayaka Takahashi in the second women's singles. It means we will definitely have at least 4 matches this afternoon, and all those doubters out there that thought it would be 3-love to China.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big hand for the next match. Second women's singles, China
Sukadra
represented by
of Indonesia, the umpire for this next match, leads the players out.
represented by